to another episode of Charleston Living with Cindy. I'm Cindy Sweeney, and I'm a real estate agent serving the amazing people of the Charleston Low Country. Now, today I'm super excited to talk to you about how to buy and sell your home simultaneously. Most first-time home sellers never think about how tricky this process can be until they do it, right? So buying a new home while you're still living in your current home can create a long string of dominoes, okay? If just one of those dominoes fails to flip over in the line, the whole thing falls apart. So today, I'm going to walk you through the entire process to ensure that all the pieces come together easily for you, okay? So here are the 3 options to buy and sell a home at the same time, okay? Option 1, closing contingent. Now, most homes are sold on a contingency. In this case, you would put an offer in on a new home, but you would only be obligated to buy it if someone buys your current home, okay? Make sense? All right. Now, what that means is that if your buyer falls through, then you reserve the right to back out of the new home's contract as well, okay? Now, the obvious drawback to selling a home contingent on that is that it transfers all the risk to the home seller, and most home sellers don't want to assume that risk, especially on behalf of their buyer, okay? Now, this is especially true if you're gonna try to sell a home in a really competitive market, and most markets are, okay? So, option 2, you can own both homes temporarily. Now, this is a viable option if you can afford to carry 2 mortgages. In this case, you would get a mortgage on the new home, and you would wait to move out of your current home until you're ready, right? So, this process is helpful when your new home needs a lot of major renovations, but you don't want to move in until all the renovations are complete. You know what I'm saying? It's also helpful when you're turning your old home into an investment property and you're planning to rent it out after you move into your new home. Okay, a lot of people do that, especially if they don't think that they can make money on their first home. There can be several drawbacks. First, you need to be approved for a second mortgage, which is entirely up to the bank's discretion. And second, you'll have to pay both mortgages at the same time. Third, you can't apply the funds from the sale of the first home towards the purchase of the second, which means you have to come up with a whole down payment out of pocket. Okay? So keep those things in mind. Option 3, rent your home. Okay? Most home sellers are unaware that they can stay in their current home after it sells by renting it back from their buyers. Yep, it's called a rent back deal. Hello, obvious, right? In fact, I do have a listing coming up this weekend where my sellers have chosen this option. So, if you choose that option, in this case, you would get all of the proceeds from your sale without having to move out right away, which gives you both the time and money to purchase a new home, okay? Or finish out the school year. Now, of course, the big drawback is that it transfers the risk to the buyer, and most buyers are hesitant to take that risk of renting their new home and protecting their own move-in date, right? Okay. Now, again, buying a home when you have a home to sell can be a tricky business, okay? I've seen transactions where 5 or more families are all buying and selling contingently at the same time, which creates a really long string of dominoes, okay? So, orchestrating a transaction like that is an art form, and you need a great real estate agent who can guide you through the process, okay? So, if you have questions about anything I covered today, or if you're thinking about making a move, feel free to message me here or text me at 843-300-2636. I'm always happy to help, okay? So thank you so much for joining me today for another episode of Charleston Living with Cindy. I'll see you next time.